month of May is ending the same way the last several have, with a flurry of news coming from the Trump administration and Congress. This has included the most recent indication yet, via a social media post from President Trump, that the administration is considering releasing the GSEs from conservatorship. The details and timing remain unclear, but rest assured, as I mentioned in a video last week, we will continue to be a leading voice of advocacy and reason on this issue. Now, I want to highlight two huge advocacy wins from the past week. The first is the House passage of the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act. MBA has been a fierce advocate for distressed veteran homeowners since the VA's previous loss mitigation solution was terminated in the wake of the pandemic without a replacement. Importantly, this bill creates general authority for the VA Home Loan Program to offer partial claims to distressed homeowners. This would bring the agency into alignment with FHA's and the GSE's loss mitigation options for servicers, putting veterans on equal footing. MBA staff and leadership and member firms within the VA Home Loan Working Group have been working tirelessly for months in the House and Senate to help forge a bipartisan consensus. Several discussion drafts of the House proposal were refined last year and earlier this year based on our recommendations to make the bill more effective. Our efforts, including letters, 3 MBA witness testimonies before the House Veterans Affairs Committee, effective media relations, and a Mortgage Action Alliance call to action, paid off. Now, the work moves to the upper chamber. We are actively urging an engaged bipartisan group of senators to use the text of the House bill as a vehicle for action on companion legislation as quickly as possible. This could be done by either adopting the bill in whole or producing companion legislation swiftly that can be enacted by both the House and the Senate. As last week came to an end, a number of legislative drafts were being considered for introduction by either Senate Veterans Affairs Committee Chairman Jerry Moran, Republican of Kansas, and his staff, and/or from other Senate offices. We are engaged and pushing for movement in the Senate. The second big win last week was securing numerous MBA-supported tax provisions within the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, the $3.8 trillion Congressional Tax, Energy, and Border Security Reconciliation Package. Make no mistake, it's no accident that our priorities were reflected in this massive package. MBA's residential and CREF policy teams, the public affairs team, and many others played a significant role in communicating the need to preserve and enhance pro-real estate tax provisions. Importantly, the bill preserves, and in some cases enhances, key elements of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act that were identified as a priority by MBA's board-approved tax task force. This includes making permanent the deduction for qualified residents' interest and acquisition debt, a $500,000 homeowner exclusion on the gain of the sale of a primary residence, the continued use of Section 1031 like-kind exchanges, and the continued deductibility of business interest for real estate. There's even more to like, including an expanded deduction from 20% to 23% for qualified business income under a permanent Section 199A, which is critical to maintaining tax parity between S-corps and partnerships versus C-corps. Needed enhancements to the low-income housing tax credit program, and a new round of opportunity zones with program tweaks. Just like the VA partial claim bill, it's now the Senate's turn. Any changes, which are likely in a Senate-passed bill, would then have to be mirrored and approved again by the House before the package could be signed into law by President Trump. We're hearing the goal is to have it on the president's desk by July 4th, which would be quite a way to mark the nation's and my birthday. And finally, I want to take a moment to thank all of you for your passion and commitment to helping MBA and our industry succeed. In the past 2 weeks, we hosted more than 2,500 attendees combined at our legal issues, commercial servicing technology, and secondary and capital markets conferences. These are interesting and challenging times, and we are meeting the challenge thanks to your support. As always, don't hesitate to contact me or anyone at MBA anytime with your questions or comments. You can always email me at bob@mba.org.